need to cut that part off because the metal was getting too thin up there. What's up? In this video, I am going to be building a Katar. Or is it pronounced Katar? Or Katar? I honestly have no idea. It's spelled K-A-T-A-R. Katar. It's an ancient Indian weapon, basically the ancient form of a punch dagger. It looks something like this. Katar. Now you're probably wondering how on earth I know of this ancient Indian weapon. The only reason is I saw it on Forged in Fire, and I don't even remember how I saw it on that because I don't watch TV. But I did see a couple guys make that. I think that was one of the things they built on one of the first season of Forged in Fire. Anyway, that was the first time I'd ever heard of this weapon. Since then, I've seen it a couple of times in a couple different video games, I think it was. It's definitely an exotic weapon, so it would fit a video game assassin weapon thing, you know. Anyway, for some reasons I'm not going to go into now, I'm going to make one. In typical JakeMakes style, I'm going to be building this out of scrap metal I have laying around. So I'm going to be using a lawnmower blade and some railroad spikes, and I believe that's all I'm going to be using, but you know how that goes. First step, as with any project we're going to do, is draw out the plan. Now that you know the design and what we're going to be doing, let's get back out to the forge. And of course I neglected to tell you anything about what I was going to be doing. Right now we're going to be forging out the guard and the first handle piece in the Katar, both out of a couple of railroad spikes. Because you probably don't know what the guard or the handle piece is, this is the guard, this is the handle piece. Alright, back inside now. Here's where we're at. We've got the blade, the guard top section there, and one of the handle pieces. I may need to remake this one. I accidentally made it a bit too small. We'll do a bit of grinding on it and see what happens. We might need to remake it. I'll also, of course, need to make another one of those for 2 of them in the handle, and I'm not sure what I'm going to be using for these parts yet. But we'll go ahead and take what we've got here, go to the grinders, and start cleaning everything up. I've been grinding for about an hour now. The guard I've gotten ground down pretty well. I still need to mark and cut off the ends to make it the final length, but we'll do that later. This piece, the part of the handle, I am going to be redoing. I made a mistake when I was forging it out, and I forgot how long it was supposed to be, and I messed it up, so it's too short, and the middle part is not centered. As you remember from the design, I'm going for something like this, and this piece just isn't good enough. So I'm going to reforge this, but before we do that, and before we work any more on the guard or the handle, I want to get the blade pretty much finished. So let's go work on that. Now I just gotta do the other side. That'll take a few hours. Alright, hand sanding is finally done. Got everything up to a 220 grit. It took an eternity and a half. In all seriousness, I'm probably at 2 full days of work on this project already. Probably more, actually, probably a little bit more. Which means I've been working on it for like 4 or 5 days. And as you can see, it's looking pretty good. I've got it covered with oil so it doesn't rust here in the shop, of course. And we're ready now to start working on grinding the bevels. So I'm gonna go ahead and slap a 36 grit belt on the 1x30 and we're gonna get started. Just kidding! I would not let the video end without a proper outro. That would be cruel. Sorry it's been so long since I posted a video. This particular project has taken so many hours of work. I've also been working really hard on this video to make it as good as I possibly can. I try to make every video, every project better than the one before it. Hopefully you can tell that and the video will turn out really good and everything. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe so you don't miss my next video. I will be seeing you in part 2 where we're going to be finishing this thing up, starting with grinding in the bevels, which doesn't sound like a ton of fun right now. Jake out. Adios.